And so here he is at the well, and I'll continue reading as we look at the next key today. Genesis 24, verse 13 and 14. I read from the Good News translation of the Bible. Abraham's servant said, "Here I am at the well, where the young women of the city will be coming to get water. I will say to one of them, 'Please lower your jar and let me have a drink.' If she says, 'Drink, and I will also bring water for your camels,' may she be the one that you have chosen for your servant Isaac. If she says, 'Drink, and I will also bring water for your camel,' may she be the one that you have chosen for your servant Isaac." Here we see Abraham's servant, looking for an extra key beyond being at the right place, beyond being there at the right time, and beyond meeting the various prospective young lady. He was looking for one major attribute that would distinguish the right person from everybody else. What is that attribute that he was looking for? Right attitude. Right attitude. The key of right attitude. There are times you are in the right place, you are in the right season, but how is your attitude? Abraham's servant was at the right place at the right time, and prospective young ladies were coming, prospective spouse were coming. But here was he looking for one key distinguishing element that would separate the right person from the crowd, and it was right attitude. He looked for a right attitude. A right attitude is a most important virtue in life. A right attitude is a great treasure when you possess it. With a right attitude, you can navigate through any challenge and produce a right outcome. A person with a right attitude is always a great team player. Albert Einstein said this. He said, "Weakness of attitude becomes weakness of character." Weakness of attitude becomes weakness of character. Attitude is everything. Attitude is everything. In fact, I remember some times ago, I read a book on attitude, and in it, the author, brought out this fact that if you number the alphabet numerically and add all the alphabets that make up the word attitude, what you will have is A, which is 1, the first T is 20, the second T is 20, and then the I is 9, the next T is 20, then the U is 21, D is 4, and E is 5. If you add all that together, what you get is 100. 100, which means that attitude is 100%. That's why it is said today that attitude is everything. Even when the place is right, when the timing is right, with a wrong attitude, you create, a problem for yourself. You deny yourself of the privilege of getting the right outcome. So it's important that you work on your attitude. It's important that your attitude be right, because attitude is very important. And that's why Abraham's servant looked for that key. Among everything, he was looking for a young lady with a right attitude. Joseph had the right attitude. Despite his brother's hatred and jealousy, enslavement, unjust imprisonment, Joseph still ended up becoming the prime minister, because all through his life, all through his ordeal, he kept a right attitude. A right attitude in the midst of bad situation always produce a right outcome. A right attitude in the midst of bad situations will always help you to achieve a right outcome. What is your attitude? Joseph had the right attitude, and in the midst of everything he went through, he came out on top. He came out on top. A right attitude will always produce a right outcome. That's why at the end of his life, look at what he said in Genesis chapter 50 verse 20, God's Word's translation. Hear what Joseph said. even though you planned evil against me, God planned good to come out of it. This was to keep many people alive as He is doing now. Your attitude, not your situation, your attitude determines what works for you or works against you. It's not your situation that determines the outcome of your life. It's your attitude. What is your attitude? In the midst of everything that is going on in the world today, you discover that some people, are going to come out on top and better. But in the midst of it, some other people are going to come out, less sad. They're going to come out with misfortune and all that. All this is determined by our attitude. What's your attitude? As a single young lady, as an unmarried young guy, what is your attitude? Brian Tracy said this: develop an attitude of gratitude and give thanks for everything that happens to you, knowing that every step forward is a step towards achieving something bigger and better than your current situation. He said, know that every step forward is a step towards achieving something bigger and better than your current situation. Have a right attitude. Have an attitude of gratitude. Be grateful for life. Oh, somebody said, time is going on. I'm of age already. I'm not married. And that creates an attitude of desperation. And in desperation, you make bad judgment. The moment you become desperate, you impair your own ability to make right judgment. Things that you should see, you will be blinded to them because of your attitude. Attitude is most important. Attitude is most important. And that's why Abraham's servant realized that I've got to look for a lady with the right attitude, a guy with the right attitude. What is your attitude towards life? What is your attitude towards situation? Are you able to have joy in the midst of the hard times? James said, count it all joy when you fall into diverse temptation. Are you able to have joy? Are you able, it's your attitude that determines how you go through situations and how you come out on the other side of it. Khalil Gibran said your living is determined not so much by what life brings to you. I love this. This is by Khalil Gibran. He said your living is determined not so much by what life brings to you as by the attitude you bring to life. The attitude you bring to life. Not so much by what happens to you as by the way your mind looks at what happened. Wow. Your living, your everyday life, your result, your outcome, what you are today is not a function of what life has brought to you, but majorly a product of the attitude you bring to life. What attitude are you bringing to life? What attitude are you bringing to life? What is your attitude towards everything happening to you? What is your attitude towards the situations right now? Some people are feeling that, wow, now it's even, I know young ladies that call and tell you and say that, look, it's more difficult now to get a prospective young man. It's more difficult when people are moving around. You didn't get a friend. What about now? And I said, but it's even easier now. Everybody is online. Everybody is chatting. The people that geography limits you from connecting to before, right now, because the next available option for everybody is to go online, is social media. So you can meet, in fact, your prospect is far better now, because you can meet somebody from America, you can meet somebody from Germany, you can start chatting with somebody from another part of the world, because everybody right now is going online. Everybody is taking advantage of the social media. And what about you? So it's not what life brings to you, but your attitude, the attitude you bring to life, that determines your outcome at the end of the day. That's what distinguished David. That was his major distinguishing attribute. David had a lot of problems, a lot of challenges. Saul was chasing, can you imagine, a king with the whole army of a nation after just one guy. After one guy. Yet, in the midst of this, David had the best attitude. In fact, when he had the chance to kill the person that was his enemy, his attitude made him behave better. He didn't have an attitude of bitterness or revenge. You know, he didn't know. In 1 Samuel chapter 24, verse 17 to 20, hear what David said in his encounter with Saul. And he said, and this was Saul replying David. David had a chance to kill Saul, you know, but he didn't. And David, Saul woke up and discovered that David could have killed him. And look at what David said to him. And Saul said to him, And Saul said to David, you are a better man than I am. Wow. Does life situation reveal the better part of you? Do you have an attitude that makes you, you know, behave in a way that people see your quality in the midst of life situation? He said, you are a better man than I am, for you have repaid me good for evil. Yes, you have been amazingly kind to me today. For when the Lord put me in a place where you could have killed me, you didn't do it. You didn't do it. Who else? Look at what Paul said. Saul said, who else would let his enemy get away when he had him in his power? Wow. That's an awesome attitude. And at the end of the day, Paul said, may the Lord reward you well for the kindness you have shown to me. Can you imagine that? Someone's enemy is praying for him. Somebody who was chasing this young guy all over the nation, looking for how to kill him. And this guy had a chance to, you know, to revenge on his own enemy, which is what anybody could have justified that. But David's attitude was different. He didn't have a vengeful attitude. No, he had the right attitude. He had the right attitude. And Saul prayed for him. He said, may the Lord reward you well for the kindness you have shown me today. You know, there are times I've seen people say, in the course of a relationship, somebody did this to me, I will curse him. Things will not go well for him. Oh no! Situation of sorrow, disappointment to your advantage. Saul said, now I realize you are surely going to be king, and that the kingdom of Israel will flourish under your rule. Wow. David's attitude made all the difference. David's attitude made his own enemy to bless him. What's your attitude? What is your attitude? It's most important, and that's why Abraham's servant looked for an attitude in a right spouse. What is the attitude of the person you are relating with? Rebecca had the right attitude. When you look at Rebecca's life, let's look at some of the attitudes she demonstrated in that encounter. Rebecca demonstrated an attitude of humility. She was beautiful, a gorgeous knockout, but yet she was approachable. She was hospitable. What's your attitude? Are you proud? Are you full of pride? Or are you humble? Are you approachable? Are you hospitable? How do you react to people? Even people that you feel are less to you, people that you feel they are not your spec. How do you treat them? She had another attitude we saw in her, is an attitude of respect. Rebecca treated Abraham's servant with dignity and honor. An attitude of respect. He respected Abraham's servant. He didn't even know who he was, but he respected him. He treated him with dignity. He treated him with honor. He treated him with respect. Listen, Abraham's servant was not the man. He was not the husband that Rebecca was looking for. But he was Rebecca's only chance of meeting his Prince Charming. There are times that people, they can't be your husband. Oh, you can't marry them. But they may be your only connection to the dream man that you have been long waiting for. How do you treat people? How do you treat people? How do you treat the lowly? How do you treat the poor? How do you treat people? You owe it to all men to treat them with dignity and honor, irrespective of their disposition in life. Rebecca had another attitude. She had an attitude of going the extra mile.